Job offers, looking beyond the salary. Congratulations, you have received 2 job offers, one for $45,000 a year in Des Moines and another for $75,000 in San Francisco. Which is the better offer? When evaluating job offers, there is much more to consider than just looking at the salary, such as benefits, commute time, retirement plans, tuition reimbursement, and cost of living comparison. Depending on where you live, you may need a higher salary to maintain the same standard of living. Let's watch this video.
HR Basics is a series of short lessons designed to highlight what you need to know about a particular human resource management topic. In today's HR Basics, we explore mandatory and voluntary employee benefits and their administration. Employee benefits include all compensation other than hourly wages or base salary. Employee benefits are the programs an employer uses to support the cash compensation employees receive. These health, income protection, savings, and retirement programs provide security for employees and their families. Mandatory benefits in the United States include Social Security, workers' compensation, unemployment compensation, and family and medical leave. Additionally, beginning in 2015, employers are responsible for the employer's shared responsibility provisions of the Affordable Care Act. Income discontinuity caused by the Great Depression led to the Social Security Act as a means to protect families from financial devastation in the event of unemployment. The Social Security Act was one of the first social insurance programs implemented in the United States. Social Security provides the foundation of basic security for American workers and their families. Its purpose is to provide retired workers with a continuous stream of income after their retirement. Social Security is funded by employer and employee payroll taxes. Workers' compensation is a form of no-fault insurance that covers medical care for work-related injuries, providing temporary, permanent partial, and permanent total and survivor disability benefits. Workers' compensation insurance programs are run by individual states and are designed to cover employee expenses incurred in work-related accidents and injuries. Typically, workers' compensation provides cash benefits and medical care to employees when they suffer injuries or illnesses related to their employment. It also provides survivor benefits to dependents of workers who die due to work-related accidents. Workers' compensation begins paying for an employee's medical care immediately after a workplace injury occurs. The National Federal State Unemployment Insurance Program provides weekly income to individuals who become unemployed through no fault of their own. Each state administers its own program and develops guidelines with parameters set by the federal government. Almost all workers are covered by the program, although the eligibility requirements are determined by state law. Individuals must meet several criteria to qualify for unemployment benefits, including limited voluntary employment or involuntary unemployment, minimum earnings and employment requirements, a waiting period in most states, the capacity to work and availability to do so, and actively seeking suitable work. Funding for benefits is based on an unemployment tax that employers are required to pay. The tax rate each employer pays is determined by individual states and based on the number of employment claims filed against the employer. The Family Medical Leave Act requires covered employers to provide employees job-protected and unpaid leave for qualified medical and family reasons. Qualified medical and family reasons include personal or family illness, family military leave, pregnancy, adoption, or foster care placement of a child. The FMLA is administered by the Wage and Hour Division of the Department of Labor and entitles eligible employees and covered employers to take unpaid, job-protected leave for 12 work weeks in a 12-month period. The FMLA requires that employers maintain employees' health benefits during the leave and restore employees to their same or equivalent job after the leave ends. The law sets requirements for notice, both by the employee and the employer, and provides employers with the right to require certification of the need for an FMLA leave. The Affordable Care Act extends health care to many Americans not covered by an employer or other private plan. Employers with 50 full-time employees in a calendar year are required to comply with the employer shared responsibility provisions of the Act. For purposes of the Affordable Care Act, a full-time employee is someone who works an average of 30 or more hours per week. Employers must offer affordable health coverage to their full-time employees and their dependents, or they may be subject to the employer shared responsibility penalty. The health care coverage offered by an employer must provide a minimum level of coverage. The coverage is considered to be affordable as long as the employee's share of the cost is less than 9.5% of the employee's annual household income. Employers may be subject to penalty if at least one full-time employee is receiving a premium tax credit because they're purchasing individual coverage in an exchange, also known as a health insurance marketplace. Voluntary benefits, sometimes referred to as discretionary benefits, are those that an employer voluntarily chooses to offer its employees. Voluntary benefits primarily focus on health, wellness, and welfare, life management, and retirement. Many of these benefits would be extremely expensive for employees if they had to purchase them outside the group plans provided by their employers. Even if employees have to pay a portion of the cost, a group plan lowers the amount considerably. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported the following information about employees' access to voluntary benefits. 86% of full-time and 23% of part-time workers received employer-provided medical care. 74% of full-time and 37% of part-time workers had access to a retirement plan. And 74% of full-time and 24% of part-time workers received paid sick leave benefits. Flexible benefit plans allow employees to select from a pool of choices, some or all of which may be tax advantaged. Potential choices include cash, retirement plan contribution, vacation days, and insurance. These are also called cafeteria plans. Traditional benefits contain the same set of benefits for each employee. This creates administrative ease and represents a one-size-fits-all approach. Increasingly, however, companies are replacing these fixed plans with cafeteria benefit plans, which give employees the choice to select the benefits they need. A robust benefits package can be the difference in your total reward strategy. But the cost of benefits is rising each year, and providing a benefit package that helps you attract, retain, and motivate talented people gets harder all the time. Methods to assist companies in managing the cost of benefits can include employee contributions, waiting periods, high deductible plans, and a wellness focus. While each of these strategies holds promise for lowering the cost of your benefit plan, the key is finding the ones that best suit your organizational culture and employee needs.
So let's review the mandatory benefits that everyone receives. Social Security provides for retirement income. Workers' compensation compensates employees if injured on the job. Unemployment protects employees' wages from job loss. FMLA is a Family Medical Leave Act, provides unpaid leave for medical needs. And the Affordable Care Act for companies with 50 plus employees offer affordable health care to full-time employees. Those are people that work 30 hours a week or more. Benefits offered to an employee in addition to his or her salary can be very different when comparing companies. Benefits can add 20% or more value to your job. Different types of benefits include health insurance, dental insurance, retirement programs, paid time off, life insurance, wellness programs, educational benefits, child care, employee stock purchase plans, transportation, and many more. Depending on the company, a benefit could be paid by you, paid by the company, or shared by both. The amount paid by employers can be very different between companies. It is important to know your benefits, who pays for them, and the amount covered when evaluating a job offer. Let's look at an example. Company A offers the employee 100%, but they must pay $750 per month for family members. No dental coverage is available. Company B requires the employee to pay $100 per month and $200 per month for family members. It has a dental plan that covers preventative care and 50% of dental expenses. Which is the better benefits package? Ten things you need to know about employee benefits. Other types of health benefits. Health savings accounts have tax benefits and allow you to save money for medical expenses. If you do not use the money within that year, you can roll it over to the next year. A flexible spending account has tax advantages too. The most common FSA is for medical. You choose an amount for the year and you must spend it during that time period or you lose it. Cost of living. Another factor to consider when comparing job offers is the cost of living. The cost of living is the amount of money needed to sustain a certain standard of living by affording basic expenses such as housing, food, taxes, and healthcare. The costs of consumer goods and services vary between different urban and suburban residential areas. The cost of living can impact a person's choice in work and needed salary, as well as where to live. Let's compare the cost of a 900 square foot apartment in Cedar Falls, Iowa, Brooklyn, New York, Hong Kong, and San Francisco, California. You would need a much higher salary in San Francisco to get the same size apartment in Cedar Falls. Cost of living index is a theoretical price index that measures relative cost of living over time or regions. Cost of living indexes are meant to compare the expenses an average person can expect to incur to acquire food, shelter, transportation, energy, clothing, education, healthcare, childcare, and entertainment in different regions. Let's go back and look at your job offer at the beginning of class. You were offered $45,000 in Des Moines and $75,000 in San Francisco, California. Using the cost of living calculator on nerdwallet.com, you would need to earn $100,609 to match a salary of $45,000 in Des Moines. So the Des Moines offer is the better offer. Okay, we're going to take a look at this NerdWallet cost of living calculator now. So here's the activity that we're going to do. Use the cost of living calculator to find out what would be needed in Denver, Colorado to be equivalent to purchasing power of $50,000 in Cedar Falls. Relevant to purchasing power of $50,000 in Cedar Falls. To maintain, okay, so let's take a look. Let's go to the NerdWallet. It's right here. Okay, cost of living I currently live in. So we're comparing Cedar Falls. Let's type in Iowa. I want to live in, oops, that didn't work. Oh, right here. We'll just click it. And then I want to live in Denver, Colorado. And the current purchasing power in Iowa is $50,000. So to maintain your standard of living in Denver, you would need to earn $63,000, $63,801. It's 28%. The cost of living is 28% higher in Denver than it is in Cedar Falls, Iowa. The cost of commuting to work is more than you think. If the cost to drive to work is 34 cents, and assuming you go to work 250 days a year, each mile you live from work costs $170 in car expenses each year. In addition to salary, or other factors to consider when comparing job offers are the length of the commute, weather, lifestyle, it is close to family, and will it help you reach your goals? In addition to salary, other factors should be taken into consideration, like benefits and cost of living when choosing a job. So what I'd like for you to do now is go to our classroom and open 3-6A job offers and answer these questions.